think it's running. Hello again, Keith Loki back with another episode of New Beginnings, the live stream series. Well, currently live stream. We'll be switching. So in the last video okay. In the last video, we went ahead and I think we finally landed on the Mun. And we started our first satellite network, but I kind of did it inefficiently. So we have 3 satellites that are not in geosynchronous orbit. I kind of screwed up the numbers. The other end actually matters too. I need to bring that to... what was the number? I need to bring it to 21 million. So 3/4 of it. But, let's see, 28 million, does that divide even? Oh, I gotta do math and I suck at math. Because I'm thinking on doing 5 satellites so we get better coverage. 28 divided by 5. 5.6 million off of 2.8. So 23. Yeah, 23. So, I'm going to be using a craft I created off camera. There's going to be a video posted of the full build for it. About an hour. Get it all built and finished. Where is it? Gotta figure out which one was the last one. This was it? Yeah, this seems like the last one. So we're going to be going to space with... Well, not... Yeah, technically space. I'm actually going to replace those with a higher efficiency engine, because the... Ow. That. Because that only has delta V of 305 or 275. Better in Atmo stuff, though. 70. Okay, no, we're just going to keep those engines on. For our purposes, I know they work, so it should be bad. And the whole reason I decided to... hey Scarlin, I'm going to be doing this satellite launch, and then we will be doing, I think, a Minimus landing. Because I'll need to get some cash. And some more research. But this is the current thing I built for between the last stream and now. So there's 5 satellites. I do have a version that can have 9, but it was just too cumbersome. And the whole reason it's upside down is because the weight of all the satellites caused the whole thing to tumble, and I don't have bearings right now. So we're going to go ahead and launch this. I've only tested it once, and it worked, but... Well, no. I tested the 5 one once. I was able to get other ones up and all that, but I wanted to drop down to 5, just a more reasonable number than 9. And this thing can actually go into, oh, shoot. Is that staging off? No, it's not. We, originally I did a northern orbit for this because I want to get northern satellites, but, I actually don't need to do that. Or I don't want to do it anymore. Just too much of a hassle getting a nice orbit. But the fact is, with me going to the equatorial orbit, my efficiency or leftover delta V is going to be very good, because last time it was not. Well, it was good, but it's a lot more delta V going into a northern orbit than just going to an eastern orbit. Why can't I roll over? You know my wings working? No, but they're going the wrong way. What in the... It was working fine before. Vert flight, back to vehicle assembly. Something's gone wrong. I need to blow my nose, which is gonna suck for you guys. And that wasn't too bad. I'm always worried that... Okay. pause. Would have just been having original plate that I oh solid rock at the actual at level. And if we're back, funny knows. It's like every time I want to do a live stream, it happens. Uh-oh. Those no. Shoot. I thought I saved this with the proper staging, but I guess I did not. Oh, that's annoying. There they are. Yeah, that shouldn't be, they should not be up there. They should be down here. Yeah, it's just gonna be a second. Game decide to screw me over. Okay. Think we got everything right now? Yes. Save and launch. I thought this was gonna work right off the shot because I did like a ton of troubleshooting with it initially, but I guess I'm wrong to think that. I never have good luck, so I should be used to having poor luck. But the way I have this set up is they should still do it where they all fly off into the away from each other, so they stop freaking crashing into each other and wasting me like $10,000. Camera keeps falling backwards as well. I need to get a new camera. These should be able to push it up to like 35,000. I think. I'm not 100% sure on that number. It was just like a quick flight at the end of, or after doing all the troubleshooting. Like I condensed the hour-long video down to 6 minutes, and the building alone is probably about 45 minutes of the video, and it's only 2.5 minutes long for that part, and then the rest of it is all the actual, the last of it is the flight, but at a slower speed, so it's watchable. The construction is watchable, it's just very blindingly fast. No, it looks like these are only going to get us up to maybe 25,000, if I'm lucky. Yeah, this craft is kind of weird. Like that. They go away, and I don't know what those things are, but okay. So they should be fine. And now we just have to keep thrusting up. This stage has more than enough delta V, but for some reason, well, actually no, it's the way I set stuff up. Usually KSP is looking from the top to the bottom for staging, so that's what Flight Engineer, I believe, is looking for. But the problem with that is the way I set this up, the bottom, I had to like move everything up. The bottom is the actual payload. It was the easiest way to get this up easily without having fairings and such. But pretty much all I gotta do is just thrust up to get our apo height as high as possible. Ow. Friggin' bug bite. Something. But yeah, we just had to push this up to 70k. I can actually aim at the orbit now, because we have, I believe, more than enough time. Whoa! Come on. Ooh. 40 funds, 40 funds. Oh, those are just the rocket boosters. 20%. Really? What was wrong? Nah, they were still going too fast. That sucks, but that is $6,000 back. Now, if we get back this main stage, which I don't know if we're going to be able to do, because last time I tried it, it failed kind of horribly. But we'll have to see. Because I don't want to waste a ton of money fucking trying to get this thing back. Or just trying to get this thing to orbit when it doesn't need that much time. So, I wish I could remember what's in that main stage. I think it might be 2,000 to 3,000 delta V. So most likely, it should be able to get us to a stable orbit. Let's keep using another. We'll use another 1,000 delta V out of this tank, hopefully less, to get us up to a stable orbit. And then we can detach and then fly this thing right back to Kerbal. I hope. The first time I did, and the only time I tried flying it back was on the last flight. And it ran out of electric charge, which was the main issue. I was able to launch the parachutes, but I didn't have any electric charge for it to actually launch the parachutes. 75 is good enough. Now we want to go down to the prograde and get ready for that last little kick of thrust. And we're up to thrust to weight ratio of 1.45. Which will actually keep going up the longer we thrust. Okay. I just hope that our time to apo is dropping. Slowing down a little bit though. So we should be good. Ow. Yeah, it's slowing down a ton now, so we should be fine for this. I'm gonna stop right here though. And we're gonna grab this engine. Couple. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Another problem with the staging way I did this, activate engine, is I had to literally fuck it up to be able to get to to get it off. Now this has 2,000 delta V. Might not be enough. Worst case scenario, we can just launch a couple more. Or we can launch something up to refuel it. Just something small. Worst case scenario, we just have like a high altitude multiple of the thing. What? Why do I have two things? Oh no, that's two numbers for... Yeah, never mind, I'm stupid. Shoot. See if we can bring that up towards us, because right now it's not near us. It's behind us. Is that even moving towards us? Not really. Yeah, we are probably going to have to redo this flight. Actually, we might be good. We might have to dip into the atmosphere for a little bit. Oh no, we'll just keep thrusting. Because if we can bring that up to 5.6 off of that, so 5 off of it, almost 6, so it'd be 22.4. We'll see how this goes. Because we might be able to just say, screw it. We'll launch the first satellite, see how good it is. And then we can just say, screw it, and take some of the fuel out of the other tanks to supply our main tank. We'll get this end up all the way, actually, just to be safe. And I think we might be good, actually. Oh, wait. Nope. We'll see what happens with that. Because if this fails, we'll revert and just do it again. Not really good footage for you guys, but I don't want to screw this up. Sorry about that. Didn't catch that sneeze in time. Okay. Whoa, oh yeah, I lost signal. Or did I lose electric charge? No, I still have a ton of electric charge, and I still have signal. What? Oh, it just cut out for a second. Oh. Just because I didn't have that up, that's why. 280. Hey, it survived! How much did we get back? 72. Oof. Sorry guys, 1 sec. Sorry about that. Just so stuffed up today. So we got 25k of that back, so that brings us up to the 1/4 recovery rate. So the thing that I screwed up with Tuesday, I believe it was, on Tuesday stream, was that to get geostationary orbit, well, we have geostationary orbit, it's just not the best geostationary orbit. Not evenly dispersed, but I'm at the right height. The problem is we need to bring up the periapsis so we can have to set up certain certain amount, depending on the amount of satellites you want to put up, is how you go about it. So 6 divide 28 by 6, 10, 28 by 10. So you get the top to the highest point, and the bottom would be your point that you get after you take away the divided number from 28 million. I think. I'm not the best person with math. Okay. So, add maneuver, and we need to get that up to 22.6, I think. No, 22.4. 22.4. Right about there. How much delta V? We have more than enough delta V to do this. Okay, we're gonna roll over because the way it's set up right now is confusing me. Should be left for prograde and right for retrograde. Or left for prograde and right for retrograde at this point. Actually, that doesn't make any sense either. I hate having the snuffles, and you guys probably do not want to listen to me do that. If my nose stays like this, I might go get some cough medicine or some sneeze meds. Actually, I'll go do that right now. I'll be right back. It'll just be a minute. Yeah. Turn that up. Sorry about that. Okay, back to this flight. Still gonna have a runny nose for a little bit, but I was able to find a bit of medication to friggin' stop it. Holy shit. Friggin' hate friggin' runny noses. Oof. Okay. So with the current set I'm doing right now is set up for a 5 satellite system. Each of them should be, in theory, dispersed in 5 almost equal quadrants. Okay. So we want to launch our first satellite. We'll launch one of these ones. And you actually extend. Oh, you extend into there? No, you're good. So decouple. Oh shit, son. Must have just been inside of its threshold. Activate engine. We are almost there. Don't do this screen. So once we hit the apo, we can circleize the orbit so it's equal on both sides. Well, as close to equal as we can get it. We'll probably only need about 10 seconds of burn time, probably even less than that, to actually get okay, there we go. That one's at the proper height. Now we go back. Now we have to do one full orbit around the planet. Well, one full orbit of our whole shinshmang. Oh. Friggin' nose. And I did it wrong again, did I? File launcher 5 set. Yeah, I did it wrong again. What is wrong with me? Does that have to be lower? I honestly do not know. I might be wrong. Maybe it has to be at 5.6 million. We're just gonna launch these and just say screw it, because we've already wasted a ton of time on this. We'll just saturate the whole area with freaking satellites till we have a good enough coverage. Like already, I think we have good enough coverage. But I wouldn't mind just being safe about it and getting as many as possible. Yeah, this current moment, we're only going to be covering, only be getting a couple areas covered. Good enough. Back to the satellite. And warp here. God damn it. Friggin' nose. I was like fine all day. I did classwork all day and all that. Didn't do anything else. Just sat up here working on projects. And then 45 minutes till I decided to start live streaming. My nose decides to have a little hissy fit. And start doing this crap. Ugh. Can't wait for that anti-hissy to freaking kick in. So another one undocked. Yeah, I might just be going too crazy with these freaking satellites. And extend, and it activate that engine. Oh yeah, I'm definitely using the older models of friggin' yeah, it's gonna be like a little trifecta, or it's gonna cover like a third maybe. No, don't warp here. What do you want, Milo? It's gonna cover like a quarter of the area. Should have tried to figure out a little bit more. I think it was supposed to be like I had to go down to an orbital height of 5.6 million or 5.4 million. Not always the brightest. Stop playing with that box. Holy hell, Milo. I don't know why he's obsessed with that one box. Yeah, I'll probably be leaving it like that, Scarlin. I already wasted way too much money on this, so probably be best just to keep it like this. It will still survive or provide all like the amount of craft we have dispersed about. Like, because right now we have pretty much no blind spots. We got 1, 2, 3, like 5 or 6 sats. Or no, we had 3 originally. Now we're gonna add another 5, so we'll have 8, and they should be covering a good portion of the area. We got 1 left. Warp here. Oh, gotta blow my. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and leave it like that then, after I launch this 1 satellite that's left. I forgot to check also. No, let's not do that just to be safe. Actually, yeah, we should be fine. Decouple. Connect. Extend. 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 And extend. Now, oh yeah, I need to activate the engine as well. Where is that engine at? Back end. There it is. Activate engine. Perfect. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's a very mishmash network, but it gets the job done. Now, what I want to try to do with this thing. Oh, now that we got all that weight off, it's actually a lot lighter. Surprising, actually. So we have a lot more delta V. We're going to try and bring this back down to the planet, which I don't think we're going to be able to. Unless I slow it down enough. If we get to a low enough vertical velocity... No, low enough horizontal velocity, we can... It sounds like my voice is deeper because of my nose being clogged. But if we can get this to a low enough a height, we can then slow it down, or have it slow down enough so when it does enter orbit, it doesn't have many issues. Because speed at anything over like 2500 when you enter into the atmosphere for stage recovery is just pretty much death. Without slowing down enough, we're just going to have problems. We'll just bring that one right down to... we're kind of running low on delta V, so we're going to go ahead and... Yeah. Actually, burn off the last of this fuel and go back to the space center. It'll just be a second. Oh. For the longest time, I didn't know how to freaking check active users on YouTube. Oh shit, I actually closed down my Mousinator software as well. No, don't pop up that. Shoot. No, I have Mousinator active. It'll just be a second. I need to turn on this program, or it gets like really difficult on some menus. Where is it? Go search mouse. So the next mission we're going to be doing is we're going to be going to Minimus. Minimus is a little bit different than what we've done so far, because it's a low gravity planet, like really low gravity planet, so we don't have a lot to worry about. Cockpit running. Some of these are just ridiculous. So we're going to try and be as minimalistic as possible with our craft. I don't remember the exact amount of... Save that. New craft. We can't use the lander can. Like, it has a max temperature of internal and skin of 1000. Oh, it's actually not too bad. The derp inflatable escape pod, though. Davis pod. Oh yeah, there's no way out of that pod. I'm not using that one. What we're gonna do is we have to explore Minimus. We're just gonna fly by Minimus. So I believe in the last video we unlock. Yes, we did. So what we're gonna do is we are just going to do a quick flyby of Minimus. And this one has 2 gigameters. Yeah, let's just throw one of those on there. One of those, along with that, but we also need a battery. Where's a good battery? That one's too small. And I believe this has a good size reaction wheel for the amount of size we're going to have. Curb net. Yeah, it should be good. So, 320. That gives us 2451. And I can't use that antenna because the problem is... Shoot. Because with the Psi experiment I want to bring, it's way too big for those purposes. I don't know. We might be able to get it to work. We'll see what happens. Now, I got a different idea for this. Why is that one so tiny? That one is 1900. Decouplers. Throw on them. No, that one's way too tiny. Do we have any? There we go. Oh. So that's 3000 right there. So we need to get into orbit first. Which we shouldn't have any problem with. Just throw on Reliant. No. Oh yeah, we'll actually do the Reliant, because we might be able to get this up with just one engine. Would be actually pretty efficient. 4000. One more tank and it should be good. Can we do it? Yes. Throw 4 of these on here. Oh, and I forgot solar panels. That's an issue. How much Does that take away? No, we're still pretty good. So we have 4 solar panels. I'm actually going to be safe and throw on 2 here, just as a backup. Local urban area. Resource sat. So, itchy dry skin because of this goddamn season. So we're gonna go to Minimus. The current contract isn't too bad. And then I think we're gonna do this one. Actually, no, we're gonna wait a couple of years on that one because come on, you want to go up? Okay, no, we're gonna have to revert flight back to vehicle assembly. Partly because I forgot parachutes on the stage that will get us to orbit, and that I want to just throw on some freaking solid rocket boosters, give us a little oomph at the start to get us on our right direction. That one's there. Then we want decouplers with 270. You guys even on top of that? I don't even know. So they should slingshot us up to speed. Hopefully. Better than the last flight that I'm actually just seeing on the stream that you guys, or the stream you guys are seeing, because there's a bit of a delay. But that should force us up a little bit better. What? Did it just auto eject? Oh, that's what happened with the other craft then. They just auto ejected off of it. I didn't know they did that. That's pretty cool, actually. I didn't expect that. It's really cool, actually. Now we just gotta concern ourselves with getting to orbit. And, never mind. I'm an idiot. Sorry. I forgot that I need an antenna still. Not always the brightest person. We just need to put those on. That's it. And it will just work. Now, I just gotta see. What is the million miles or meters? So that means... Oh yeah, I should. On the recovery stage? Yeah, I'll have to put them on there. First, I need to figure out where I'm going to put these goddamn antennae. Right there. That should be fun, I hope. But, do they weigh a ton or something? No, they don't weigh a lot. Now we lost... Oh, it's the solid rocket boosters that took away a little bit of weight. And that. Okay, we should be good. I think. No, we're not going to be good. Looking at it, we're not going to be good. We need more thrust. So put that on here. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and grab... I think this is called the thud? No, it's not called the thud, the hammer. That should be better for our purpose. Ooh, excuse me. And some parachutes on that. Save and launch. Now this should work this time. I'm kind of low on Delta V, but it's just a little satellite. Just be a second. Someone's wondering where my stream is. Okay. So these should... They're actually going to propel us pretty goddamn fast. So we're going to reach critical velocity. But it shouldn't matter too much. And I don't have friggin' Kerbal Engineer on this thing either. They break? No, they did not. Decent. So now... Come on, pull it over. There we go. If this fails, I'm going to go back to recovery state, or recover to the vehicle bay, or the VAB, I mean, and switch to, or add engineer or Kerbal Engineer to this thing, because I'm going to need that. But only if we go back there. Sorry about that. Freaking nose is bullshit. But this should be able to get us into out of the atmosphere. And worst case scenario is once we get out of the atmosphere, I'll still have 2000 Delta V, 2 upper stages. The way it's set up is pretty good. That's $4,000 back out of, I think this is like $18,000 craft. We're making bank back. Well, most of the craft back. If I was better at the game, I'd have every single part come back, but I'm not that great at the game. After we do this, it's either going to be, we're going to do a mission to Minimus, or I was thinking maybe design a space plane that works. That would make some stuff a little bit easier, especially if I'm trying to recover everything. Let's actually check our APO. It's up to 85, so we're gonna actually wait till we get out into space so we can then open our antenna and also open our our friggin' damn it, I cannot speak today. Yeah, we can do that. Stand antenna. Oh, and I just realized I might not have ScanSat. There's one mod I just adore. I've always had ScanSat. I might go check. Make sure that I have ScanSat after this. Well, I'll do it after this video, but I definitely want to make sure I have ScanSat. Rotate over. Stage only has very little fuel left. And, oh yeah, I forgot. They evenly distribute the fuel consumption now. They only used to do that for jet engines. But I guess they decided to switch it over finally to these engines as well. Come on. I really should have put a reaction wheel on this thing. But it slipped my mind. Once we drop this big stage, we should be fine. But right now, it's kind of screwing me over. Still have about half the fuel we originally had from the stage when we got into orbit. And we might actually be able to get to orbit with it. Yeah, we're in orbit now. Let's just keep thrusting. Burn off the last of this fuel. Even though I wanted to bring it back, but it's... Oh. I'm not, it's actually going to Minimus, Scarlett. Because we have a contract right now with Minimus. It's fly by Minimus, so I decided to do both at the same time. Because in the future, I will be probably setting up setting up... What is the words I'm looking for? Our first base is going to be on Minimus like the last series. Well, I'm still on the fence about that. It might not be the first base we set up. Why isn't it showing up? Come on. Come on. Why am I not on set target? Set target. Okay, this is weird. Let's try. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Minimus is on an inclined orbit. So it'd be best for me if I go here. Yeah, no. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Let's alter this. This is bringing it up or down. 864. 865. So I need to go down on the prograde. In the frig? I don't understand. Oh. That 951, so 33 days 100.1 3725. No, that's the wrong way. Okay, I think that's the best we're gonna get. Okay. So in 3 minute estimated burn is 3 days. Yeah, no. Warp. No. Warp to next maneuver. Yeah, it says 3 days, but it's not going to be 3 days. And I assume with our current setup, we have probably about 800 Delta V, maybe 700 Delta V left in this main stage. Actually, no, I have a full tank, so I'm at 1,000 or so. At about 30 seconds, we will start doing our burn. After I turn on the engine. I don't know how many times I've forgotten that. Oof. Friggin' knows. So, this is going to take us to Minimus, and then from there, we can use one of the smaller tanks to do the whole, or we'll drop the tank we're currently using to go to, go and alter our orbit so we're more into a northerly orbit than what we currently are. And I missed it. Shit. Come on. I really need to start remembering to bring RCS. Because RCS can really save a flight. And if we're lucky... Did I put out the actual antennas? Come on. Where's your antennas? Tell me where your antennas are at. Yes. So we should be good for antennas. I hope, because I have not been out this far yet. Signals still at 4 bars. Yeah, we still got signal. We might have to relay it a few times, but it's not terrible. Now, I'm thinking out here, yeah, we're going to start losing signal out here. I'm just waiting for us to come back up here, because we're on day 10 of this whole flight. That's going to come over this way. Yeah, I wonder when we're, is it because of the hops that we're losing the signal? It might be because of the hops. I'm not 100% sure. Still kind of a noob with this whole new stock system. Add maneuver. Hey, we're almost actually, whoa. Are we in like a 90 there? A little bit more. There we go. Oh yeah, we're still at time warp. So roll over to the maneuver node and get ourselves situated to do that big orbit. Oh, freaking nose. Damn. I'm not enjoying this friggin' runny nose. So, we want to warp to our next maneuver node. And, we'll get our orbit right. And this should tell us everything we need to know about, Minimus's, distribution of resources. At least with ScanSat, we would have been able to see a really detailed map of it, but I forgot to install it. So let's speed up, hit that encounter, and go from there. Come on. Get into that influence. Add maneuver to parry. Bring it down. Good. Now let's warp to next maneuver. Not even that long of a burn, so we should be good for it. Turn this bad boy around. And what was the height requirement for the friggin' antenna? Deploy scanner. Between 25k and 300k. Oh shit, that's not a stable polar orbit. That's a well, that's a polar orbit. Don't know if it's a stable orbit. Come on. Warp to next maneuver. Actually, a pretty light burn, too. Okay, now let's check. Oh no, we're not at nice under 400k orbit. Warp here. We need to bring that end down. Ah, oh, come on. Don't do me like that. First test flyby Minimus, enter orbit of Minimus, and we completed contract. And actually got 80k. I don't know what that was from, but we got 80k. Okay. Now, we just need to get back to the other side, bring that down, and we should be good to do our orbital scans of Mimas. Perfect. We still have relatively good signal. Form orbital survey. 25 science added. Decent. And we got a little thing done. So we want to select the planet, and I need to blow my nose again, for fuck's sake. Holy. I think I might end the stream early because my whole face will not stop clogging up. But before we do that, we're going to go ahead and check out the characters of the planet. We have a lot of dirt, a little bit of exotic minerals, and gypsum. Numina. Dirt is everywhere, so we don't have anything to worry about that. I really want to know is about this area here. Does it have gypsum? Hydrates it has a fair bit of. It has enough of, which hydrates we can actually harvest to get water. Gypsum, not so much. Carbonite, a small amount. Tons of metallic ore, tons of metal ore. Minerals are also slightly there. Don't know what moissanite is. Or rare metals. I think up here would probably be the best option. Gypsum. Hydrates. In the area I want to land for gypsum, it has no hydrates. Well, around it, there's gypsum hydrates. Carbonite is so light there, though. Metal ore, minerals, moissanite, ore, rare metals, silicates, substrate, uranite, and water. Water is going to be a problem, but since we have hydrates in the area we're planning for, this area here, we should be good. But because of this friggin' amount of runny nose I'm having right now, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. I might go ahead and try and do that episode of Outlast. When I started the stream, it was just like, oh fuck, I forgot to do Outlast. But if you like the video, or like the stream, leave a like. If you dislike the stream, leave a dislike, and a comment for either option on the future posted video, just so I can get feedback from you guys, which is always a good thing. If you like the stream in general, just go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I usually post 2 to 3 days per week, and live streams a couple times a week. But yeah, just go ahead and subscribe. My name's Keith Loki, and I hope you have a good night. Bye.